special
olmak.
stone that forms
Bizi bir
the
araya getiren,
part of
doğaya
history.
ve doğal taşa bağlı.
From Russia. Today's topic is lockdowns, we have made use of technology. Commercial groups, we have met with many groups from different countries, with purchasers as well as companies producing a natural stone in Turkey. So we were able to bring them together and hold bilateral or multilateral meetings, and this paved the way for new and fruitful business relationships. In the coming period, we will make use of these opportunities that we have learned throughout the pandemic, I think, especially the online activities will be used in the future too. These online events, online activities make us save time and also money, and they taught us efficient and time effective marketing methods. So we would like to continue online marketing. As you know, natural stone is now competing with other types of coating around the world. So in the forthcoming process, in terms of sustainability and environment, I think the world will be giving more importance to natural stone, and it should give more importance. We should take this into account. Therefore, in the future, we need to do our part, and we all know that, we're all aware of that. In the forthcoming period, especially issues related to carbon emission, in international studies related to carbon emission, we see that natural stone has the least amount of carbon emission compared to other types of stones. Therefore, in the future, natural stone will be preferred more, we think, due to its environmentalist aspect, future, and its minimum amount of carbon emission. So we hope that our architects will prefer and make use of natural stone in their applications. Therefore, we attribute a lot of importance to climate change, and carbon emission is a huge issue, very important issue, and we need to pay attention and promote all around the world this future of natural stone, especially in significant projects. As you know, before the pandemic, when compared to 2019, in 2020, the numbers were affected by the pandemic. So we need to have a look at 2019 figures, and there is an increase in sales, a 20% increase in the sales of natural stone, and we would like to sustain this increase, and we will sustain this in Izmir Fair, Izmir World Stone Summit, with bilateral meetings, exhibitions, gatherings. Therefore, in the future, we need to emphasize that natural stone is the stone of the future, is the preference of the future, and its use will increase in the coming days. Therefore, the investments in the natural stone, the investments in technology related to natural stone will be increased, and all the products demanded by the architects will be produced in our factories in Turkey, making use of technology. We will be trying hard to produce any type of product. I would like to thank you for listening to me and give my regards to all of you. I would like to thank the president of Istanbul Mineral Exporters Association for his speech and the information he gave regarding the status of the sector in Turkey and around the world regarding the stone sector, natural stone sector. Now I would like to take you to Tunisia in Kassim region. I would like to give the floor to Mr. Mohsen Batouri. In this region, there are many initiatives, and there are, I had witnessed quarries and factories in this region. And with the municipality, with the university, with technical institutes, and whole sector is trying to improve the natural stone market in Tunisia. And in order to represent Tunisia, I would like to give the floor to Mr. Mohsen Batouri. Welcome, Mr. Batouri. The floor is yours.
Thank you. We apologize for the technical problem of yesterday. First, my speech deals with Internet of Things in marble fields. I hope that my presentation will be shared. Is it possible? You hear me? Okay, thank you. So my presentation deals with Internet of Things in marble fields. First of all, a special thanks for the organizer of the World Summit Stones to offer us this opportunity to exchange experiences between the different participating countries. To it, I am honored to participate on the name of the Tunisian cluster marble by this speech dealing with the machinery topic, especially the innovation in marble industrial machinery or the intelligent industrial marble machinery. So we are persuaded that the use of the ordinary machine remains just a process of producing a quantity of marble stones, while the use of technological innovation by introducing technological innovation based on the Internet of Things has become an urgent requirement to add more efficiency and profitability, especially as it provides distinguished results in terms of productivity, quality, performance, and safety. And companies can improve its production chain gradually and adapt to the market. In fact, 4 important points must be clarified, which are: automated manufacturing process will be better controlled. This development makes it possible to reduce the product's non-conformity with specifications, which makes it easy to identify the source of this problem and then treat it. And the adoption of software related to the Internet of Things contributes to improving quality through more efficient supervision and control of the various stages of production. Better maintenance. Next slide, please. This has the effect of maintaining production capacities as equipment downtimes is reduced, especially. Third point, assist in managing resources and stocks. Optimization of resources is one of the strategic challenges for companies in the industrial sector. And in this field, the use of the Internet of Things is very useful, especially through software to control, for example, the activation of lighting and heating are controlled to work only according to real needs, which reduces waste energy, which is often difficult to afford. The Internet of Things is also involved in inventory management, which helps to improve inventories, use of spaces and actions to be performed according to inventory status. The fourth point, the advanced safety mechanism. The use of advanced technologies within the company can allow improving the levels of safety and security in it, which enhances the prevention of accidents and contributes to improve working conditions, which represents an additional source of motivation. The use of modern technologies in the field of manufacturing and converting marble stones is the best option to support production in quality and in quantity and quality, improve the quality of the product, and find the required balance between efficiency and productivity due to the accuracy that characterizes this software. In this context, and in accordance with the openness to its environment, the cluster of marble stones has programmed the organization of an event called Laboratory of Innovation in the Marble Industry through a competition between the various students of university establishments in Kasserine and other neighboring regions to make improvements on the machine turn block based on the Internet of Things in response to a request expressed by industrialists of the marble sector in the region, and it will be this early September 21, sponsored by the German organization GIZ. Finally, we thank you for this opportunity and for sharing this great experience. We are looking for more collaboration in the future, and we wish you the best. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you very much for this great presentation, Mr. Mohsen Baturi.
Thank you.
Yesterday, we discussed something, the waste, the evaluation, the utilization of marble waste and limestone waste. I think you're doing a lot in that sense in Tunisia. Do you have any suggestions? Would you like to add anything? Or any suggestions for the 26th of August for the World Stone Summit?
The waste of industrial marble in Tunisia, especially in Kasserine, in our region, we have now a program with the European Union, which consists on a project of how to transform the waste of marble in products for the municipalities or other users. The amount of this investment is $150 million. It will be realized in one year.
Also, in the factories in Tunisia, I had seen modern machinery.
Yeah.
In the past years, I had been to fairs, exhibitions, and we had also hosted our colleagues from Tunisia in our fairs. So we are continuing cooperation between our countries. What do you think about this year's fair, World Stone Summit?
We have participated in this summit fair stones in Izmir, and we need some facilities because last year when you are organizing Izmir Fair before the pandemic problem, we have find a lot of problem how to participate. We have no person to help us how to participate in the fair. So we hope that somebody can help us to solve this problem, because we want to participate this year in this summit stone.
Yes, of course. I will talk to my colleagues, and we will contact you for helping with your participation. Okay?
Thank you. Because we don't find a company which deals with this problem.
Mr. Ali Şarkçı, do you have any questions? Thank you. I need to speak Turkish. I have a question. Izmir and Verona fairs. Do you think we can benefit from them? Do you think they will be productive? The fairs in Izmir and Verona, what do you think about them? What is your opinion?
Is the question for me?
Yes, sir.
I know that no person has participated to Verona, but some visitors had visited the Verona fair. But Izmir, we want to participate this year with Izmir Stone Fair. If there is a possibility to participate even in Verona, we will find a company to help us to do this. Why not?
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Not at all.
Thank you, Mr. Şarkçı. Thank you, Mr. Boturi. And this is our general director, our executive of ISFAR.
Welcome.
And she heard our conversation. And we are very happy to hear that you will participate. We will host you in August. We will help you with your participation. And we give our regards to you.
Thank you.
We expect you here.
Thank you.
If there are no other questions, I think we can go on. Thank you, Mr. Buturi. And I would like to give the floor to our Russian representative, Dmitry. He will participate with a video. Dmitry, welcome. Let's open Dmitry's video.
On behalf of the Association Stone Industry of Russia, Centerstone, I greet you, dear colleagues and friends. I am glad that we are always together, that we are meeting, discussion topics that are important for the industry. Thanks to the Marble Izmir Fair for the idea and organization of this meeting. The COVID-19 pandemic and the resulting economic crisis for all countries of the world have become the most serious challenge in recent decades. In this regard, many experts speak of a new reality, which will have to function not only for national health systems, but also many industries facing a pandemic with the need to a radical change in the format of activities. All leading countries of the world to overcome the results of the pandemic where extraordinary efforts have been made. Nevertheless, against the background of new waves of the pandemic that have swept across many countries in recent months, it is already obvious that the initial forecasts of a full exit of the world economy from the crisis in 2021 are not justified. Different intensity of quarantine restrictions and different speed vaccination against COVID-19 in some countries, as well as the emergence new dangerous strains of the virus, will continue to negatively affect on the state of national economies and global chains of rates. All of this means that governments need to adapt their economic policy towards a longer recession, and the prospects for economic recovery will depend not only from the actions of governments, but largely from plans and expectations at the firm level. In this context, to develop through of economic policy correct assessment the effects of COVID-19 pandemic and the resulting economic crisis for key industries, as well as analysis of the behavior of companies and those decisions in response to the crisis that today are formed at the micro level, at the level of enterprises, different sectors of economy. The fall in Russian GDP in 2020 under the influence of viral restrictions and the situation on the oil market amounted to 3.1% and turned out to the less significant than in a number of leading countries. Against the general background, certain industries demonstrated completely different reactions to the crisis, depending on how they were affected by it. Note that by the end of 2020, most of the production of building materials from natural stone showed a decrease in volumes, in some companies up to 50%. Many large construction projects and purchases of building materials made of natural stone have been reduced or cancelled altogether. A big dip in orders occurred between March and September 2020, and only in the fall there was a tendency for the market to recover. But as usual, the winter seasonal jump in orders ended the plight of many companies. The situation was aggravated by the fact that having got used to the stable demand for natural stone products, many medium and large companies using long credit lines invested money in expanding production, increasing the mining of stone blocks in quarries, and purchasing new high-tech equipment, mainly from Italy and China. And the abrupt closure of borders for the arrival of technicians and problems with transportation and border crossing of transport led to the big financial and reputational losses for many enterprises. Some companies were forced to leave the market. Imports of stone products to Russia also fell sharply. For example, from Turkey, Italy, Spain, and China. We expect this year to grow in the Russian Federation market in our industry by 3-5% compared to last year. But the recovery of the production level in 2018-2019 is still very far away. Our main task is to preserve the companies, preserve the teams. We hope that by maintaining business ties with our foreign colleagues and friends, we together will be able to overcome the consequences of this crisis. Let's help each other, first of all, by sharing our rich experience and new technologies. In this case, the International Stone Exhibitions play a very important role, and the upcoming Stone Summit, which our dear Turkish colleagues will hold in Izmir, will play an important role in the development of the stone industry around the world. I would like to wish good health to all colleagues. Take care of yourself and your loved ones.
Dmitry Medyatsev, we'd like to thank him for his approach and with the participation of contractors in the fairs, and Turkish Contractors Union has been invited, and also from Russia, we're inviting contractors, not just Turkey, but also where natural stones from all around the world will be displayed. So hopefully we'll get together and we will counter all the threats that natural stone faces around the world, and we'll take important decisions. And for your presentation and your contribution, I'd like to extend my thanks to you, and I am inviting you to the World Stone Summit in August 26. Around 25 countries are expected to participate, with, of course, new participants or new participating countries, with the hope to meet in August 26 now, all the way to the other side of the world, to the United States of America, to listen to Jim Help. And in the Carvings Fair, we have watched different activities, and we have followed the developments in Carvings. It's a distributors fair, and generally with the American system and the stone fairs, Verona and Izmir, these are labeled as stone fairs. So here producers display their stones, and those who want to actually purchase goods, look at different varieties and colors of stones, visit these fairs, and architects choose the stones they like to use in their masterpieces. So we say, let's go to United States, and Jim Help will be the next speaker. The floor is yours, Mr. Jim.
We are thankful to the Marble Izmir Fair for the opportunity to share some news about global initiatives, as well as perspectives from the Natural Stone Institute. My name is Jim Heeb, CEO for the Natural Stone Institute, the leading trade association with over 2,000 members in over 50 countries. In the time we have together, I'd like to share some perspectives about the impact of COVID-19 on the North American market, the important initiative of sustainability, global standards being developed through an ISO standard, and the important work we all need to be involved in with the promotion of natural stone. This pandemic has impacted the entire global supply chain, but let's talk about some recent perspectives from the North American market and consumption of natural stone. The residential market is doing extremely well, the result of many people working from home desiring to renovate both interior and exterior elements of the home. Some companies are in fact seeing double-digit growth as a result. On the commercial side, awarding contract bids has slowed a bit, but we are very optimistic that this will pick up in the upcoming months. Specific to concerns about the impact of COVID moving forward, the availability of shipping containers is concerning because the price of shipping containers has gone up, sometimes 3, 4, or 5 times the standard rate. Additionally, suppliers and those consuming consumables are seeing price increases in several areas. Resin is a good example. A growing number of companies in North America are gaining an ANSI sustainability standard and educating the design community about how to apply it so that they can achieve their green building objectives. The Natural Stone Sustainability Standard examines and verifies through a third party numerous areas of stone production, effectively improving the baseline for the environmental performance of natural stone, which is so important. That standard addresses water, energy, custody and transportation, chain of custody, chemicals and materials, excess materials, innovation, site management, land reclamation, human health and safety, and of course, corporate governance. This issue is so important to the design community because it is critical that we tell our story through certification so that we can show our competitive advantage over other materials, especially man-made materials. And there are companies outside of North America as well looking to get certified. So for all of you that are listening to this presentation, we encourage you to go online to www.naturalstoneinstitute.org/sustainability. And this standard is also now owned by the Natural Stone Institute, so you will be hearing more about this in the upcoming months. Now let's talk about global standards for natural stone. Just 18 months ago, the industry learned about an international standards organization, or ISO plan, to create global standards that would combine both man-made stone and natural stone into one global standard. We successfully persuaded ISO to separate this effort into 2 standards. I trust that you will agree that it is important that the standard was separated. This will preserve the marketplace for natural stone by reducing confusion between natural stone and engineered stone. The natural stone industry is truly a global industry. There are often projects where the quarrying source, fabrication process, and installation of the stone are actually occurring in different countries or even different continents. Having globally unified standards through ISO will give all companies involved common ground and help eliminate confusion. I'm proud to share that the Natural Stone Institute accepted a leadership role in creating the Natural Stone Standard. Our technical director has accepted a 5-year chair role with ISO, and I think we should all be very thankful to the board of directors of the Natural Stone Institute for taking on this initiative as it being vital to the industry. So you might be asking yourself, what will this standard accomplish? First, it will provide a single global standard that all stone companies can refer to regarding all things about natural stone. Second, it will alleviate misunderstandings and miscommunications for all parties involved in the project. And third, it will ultimately save companies money by cutting costs through improved systems and procedures. Let me close this conversation by sharing that this effort will take 3 years to complete. All stone associations and all companies involved in their country's industry standards are encouraged to share what you've already produced so that we can truly take the best practices from around the globe and evolve it into this ISO standard. Let's transition now to the topic of promotion of natural stone. This is my favorite topic because the design community plays such a large role in specifying building products, and we want to all better position natural stone. It is such an important initiative. Each of us play a large role in educating the design community. We encourage you to invite your architects to utilize many of the programs that are offered at the various trade shows, such as the Marble Fair. Additionally, don't forget that the Natural Stone Institute has many resources for you. There are 8 online courses offered annually through Architectural Record, the leading architect magazine in North America. We encourage you to share these resources with your architects and contacts. You can find them at naturalstoneinstitute.org/academy. There are also over 15 courses that can be utilized when you want to do a face-to-face presentation with architect firms in your community. Everything from the basics of natural stone to advanced classes about anchorage systems. You can learn more at naturalstoneinstitute.org/CEU. We are also always thinking about the up-and-coming students who are studying architecture and design, and we've developed a student kit that the university and college faculty members can utilize in their classrooms. Sadly, there are so few hours spent on the education of natural stone at the university level, and that's why this is a great resource that you can take and introduce it to the faculty members in your community. Let us not forget that there are over 160 articles published about natural stone on our usenaturalstone.org website. These articles truly highlight positive attributes of natural stone and something that all stone professionals should be sharing on your company's social media sites or websites. And again, we really encourage you to do that. We are excited for the return of the Marble Fair this year. We have fond memories of the last year's show, and where we provided many key updates and shared with many of our industry friends news about the Use Natural Stone campaign. When you are attending industry trade shows, please take the time to visit the Natural Stone Institute stand, get involved and become a member. Always remember that through your membership, we can accomplish so much more together than any individual company can do on their own. Trade shows like the Marble Fair provide us with the opportunity to visit industry friends, discuss how to build better business relationships, and truly advance our industry. Again, we are extremely excited to partner with the Marble Fair. Thank you, and we hope to see you very soon.
Jim Help, NSI Stone Institute. We are always pleased to feel your support, and therefore I would like to thank you. I am very happy you're coming, attending our fair with a large delegation, and we'd like to extend our thanks to you, and with the hope that we will meet in August 26th. And do you have any closing remarks, Mr. Muhsin or Mr. Adishayakci? Do you have any closing remarks? Muhsin Baturi? Mr. Baturi, we have listened to Jim Help.
Yeah.
He attended with a video presentation. Would you like to make any suggestions as addition to the agenda of August 26th?
I have no remark.
Herhangi bir yorumum yok. Then with the hope, with the wish to get together on August 26th. Have a good day to everyone and hope to see you again.
Aynı çatı altında buluşmak için ortak bir amacımız var. Evrenin temelini oluşturan, dünyayı yaşanır kılan doğal taşın binlerce yıllık serüveninin bir parçası olmak. Bizi bir araya getiren doğaya ve doğal taşa olan bağlılığımız. Her biri tıpkı parmak izi gibi benzersiz ve çeşitli. Taşın yaşayan bir ruhu var, yıllara meydan okuyan. Ortak bir bağ ile bağlıyız, birleşiyoruz. World Stone Summit, doğal taşın değerini ve çeşitliliğini anlatmak için dünyayı bir araya getiriyor. Ortak bir hareketle doğal taşın başta mimaride olmak üzere yaşamın her alanında kullanımını arttırmak ve tanıtımını yapmak başlıca görevimiz. Taşa emek verenler, dünya çapında bir farkındalık yaratmak için 26 Ağustos'ta World Stone Summit'te buluşuyor.